You gotta realize, colonialism is not over, right?
Word.
It's not over. This is still going on to this day. And the absurdity is, I'll give you an analogy. You have a community of houses, and there's one neighbor who decides that he deserves more than the other people. So he starts going over to other people's houses and stealing their food and going into the pantry while they're at work and stealing stuff and enriching himself, right? And after a while, he gets more emboldened. He starts unhooking their plumbing and their electricity and their water and takes it over to his house. And when somebody objects, he throws a brick to their window and says it was a neighbor. And he starts pitting them against each other.
Oh,
right?
wow.
And they start fighting, and there's violence, and he starts giving guns to one so they can kill the other, and giving guns to them to kill the other, and he starts, creating all this chaos, craziness and chaos and violence. And it goes on for years and years and years. So after a while, now his house is the biggest house in the neighborhood, and he's got a compound because he's sort of gotten some other houses, paid cents on a dollar because the neighborhood is in uproar, the community is dilapidated and destroyed, so people have nothing to eat anymore. And then all of a sudden, people start coming over to his house, right? Because he's the only one on the block who's got food, who's got shelter, who's got security, so they jump in over fences and sleep in his backyard, and they work for scraps and work in his kitchen, and he calls them violent intruders, scum of the earth. He calls the police on them, and the police removes them back to their houses. But they don't exist anymore, right? Because they're dilapidated and destroyed. The whole community is destroyed. There's violence everywhere. Nothing works anymore.
Yeah.
So the absurdity is not that people come knocking. The absurdity is that America, France, England, they're shocked. They're appalled that all these people are fleeing rubble to get to abundance. Especially when that abundance is built on the destruction, the death, the exploitation,
the theft
of all these other houses, all these other people.
That's a great analogy.
Right? So that's where we're at.
Yeah.
And that's not over. That's still going on. France is still taking $500 billion a year out of Africa right now.
Billion.
Out of their 14 ex-colonies because they made them sign the pact of the continuation of colonization back in the late 50s.